Hello， 大家好，我是 Tony， 欢迎来到我的频道。在新车介绍的视频当中，我提到我车的 Backliner 不准备使用传统的嵌入式的 Backliner， 而是准备使用喷涂式的 Backliner。那今天的视频我们就来讨论一下有关于皮卡车的 Backliner。皮卡是在澳大利亚销售的最受欢迎的车型之一，那货箱则是皮卡实现多功能性的关键。因此 ，Backliner 则成为了必不可少的物品，可以帮助我们保护货箱的底层金属以及油漆免受损坏，无论你运载什么样的货物。有两种形式的保护可以被选择，一种是只保护货箱底部的地板，另外一种是保护整个货箱的床衬。可以保护整个货箱的床衬也有两种类型可以选择，一种是嵌入式的，另外一种是喷涂式的。稍后我会对这两类进行对比。那顾名思义，嵌入式的床衬是一种可以装在已经上漆的货箱中的外壳。那嵌入式床衬通常由橡胶或者塑料组成，可以作为通用型或者根据您特定的车型来量身定制。在选择嵌入式床衬时，需要注意以下几点。那第一，选择嵌入式床衬时，请务必密切地注意内衬的结构。许多型号都是一体式的解决方案，由于在装配过程当中需要将其折叠起来，那因此嵌入式的床衬的侧壁可能会发生一些明显的弯曲，从而导致装配松动。也有一种型号呢是作为单独的5件式出售，可以夹在货箱的每一侧，那确保贴合的舒适。除了确保嵌入式床衬适合您的车辆之外，另外一个考虑因素是否要选择覆盖货箱外沿的设计。那不覆盖货箱外沿的设计它通常位于货箱的边缘或者货箱边缘的下方。那如果您打算在货箱的顶部添加盖子或者顶棚，那这是你比较理想的选择。覆盖货箱外沿的设计包裹了货箱顶部的边缘，那也就是这个位置，可以确保货箱的这些边缘也受到保护。那在卸载或者装载可能会划伤这些表面的大件物品的时候，可能会派上用场。那如果您打算您的货箱就保持打开的状态，那么覆盖货箱外沿的设计就是您最理想的选择。无论选择哪种嵌入式的床衬，都有几个优点。首先呢，相比于喷涂式的床衬，嵌入式的床衬可以作为 DIY 的项目轻松地完成安装，那不需要专业的设备或者专业的技能。第二点，那与喷涂式的替代品相比，它的价格更加低廉。第三，嵌入式的床衬并不是永久性的，那在您未来想升级您的床衬，或者说想出售您的皮卡车时，这些都是可以非常容易的更换或者拆除的。那第四，用于制造这些嵌入式床衬的后橡胶或者塑料那具体的用料取决于具体的型号。那这些材质呢，有可能会比喷涂式的提供更好的凹陷和磨损的保护。说完了嵌入式床衬的优点，我们再来说一下嵌入式床衬的缺点。那嵌入式床衬的主要缺点在于装配问题。首先，嵌入式床衬无法达到喷涂式床衬相同的精确贴合度。那如果嵌入式床衬安装的特别差，湿气就有可能会渗入床衬和货箱底层金属之间，并且储存在那里，那可能会导致腐蚀或者生锈的问题。安装不当的嵌入式床衬也可能会在货箱内造成移动，那可能会刮伤货箱本身，并且造成进一步的损伤。OK， 接下来我们说一下喷涂式的床衬喷涂式的床衬就是在货箱金属的表面喷涂一层保护漆，那它具体的配方因品牌而异，但通常都是可以起到保护金属并且防滑作用的。喷涂式床衬可能需要专业人员来进行安装，那也就是喷漆当然，如果您动手能力比较强，那也可以进行 DIY。我的车的喷涂式床衬就是我自己 DIY 完成的。那在整个视频的结尾，我会附上整个 DIY 的过程的介绍。但是喷涂式床衬呢，请注意一点，一旦应用喷涂式床衬，那涂层是永久的，因此即使不是完全的不可能去除，但也是非常的困难。那另外一点呢，在决定使用哪个品牌的涂料时，可以去了解一下所使用的化合物是芳香组的化合物还是脂肪组的化合物。 脂肪族的化合物对紫外线不敏感，因此相比于芳香族的化合物更耐褪色。但随着时间的推移，脂肪族的化合物也可能会失去颜色或者变暗。但是话虽如此，芳香族的化合物相比于脂肪族的化合物，那通常更便宜，也更容易找到。那芳香族的涂料呢，在喷涂之后，可以在上面加喷一层防紫外线的透明漆，那也可以达到防褪色的效果。芳香族和脂肪族的涂层都有一些好处。那首先，它们的性质意味着没有水或者湿气可以渗入，那以达到防止生锈的目的。其次，由于对藿香整个的内部进行了喷涂，还保证了出色的覆盖范围，而不会出现像嵌入式床衬由于尺寸错误或者未覆盖藿香边缘而出现的风险。第三，一旦固化，大多数的喷涂涂层都足够的厚，可以提供良好的耐磨性和耐刮擦性，以及有助于帮助固定货物的抓地力。喷涂式涂层它的缺点主要有2个，第一就是价格相对昂贵，但它的主要价格都是喷涂的人工费。第二个就是喷涂式涂层，如果您动手能力不强的话，就需要找人来喷涂。其实这2点是一样的，因为你找人来喷涂，所以需要付高昂的人工费。那如果您动手能力很强，这个价格就不需要考虑。OK， 我们再来简单的讨论一下只保护藿香底部的床垫。那与上述的喷涂式和嵌入式的床衬相比，床垫是一种更便宜的选择。它通常由塑料和橡胶材料制成，那仅覆盖藿香的地板。那如果您的釉仅用于携带不太可能刮伤藿香侧壁的较小物品，并且通常需要较大的抓地力以帮助防止这些货物四处滑动，那床垫则是理想的选择。在多数情况下，床垫也可以放在床衬的顶部，以增加一层保护。OK， 让我们来对比一下喷涂式与嵌入式床衬的优缺点。首先，在安装便利上来讲，那嵌入式的安装更加方便。DIY 门槛较低，喷涂式的需要有较高的动手能力。那在价格上，如果您动手能力比较差，嵌入式的床垫会更便宜；如果您可以自己喷漆，那喷涂式的则会更便宜。在升级选项方面喷涂式的很难进行升级，出售车辆时也无法移除。那嵌入式的则可以轻松的移除或者升级。在保护力方面，那喷涂式与嵌入式几乎持平，但是如果嵌入式床衬安装的比较差，那可能导致额外的磨损生锈。那喷涂式则没有生锈的风险。那我们最后来讲一下我的选择过程和总结吧。首先呢，在我刚刚拿到车的时候我做了很多的研究，那也对比了不同的床衬最终是想选择这种喷涂式的床衬。那面对不同品牌的喷涂式床衬时呢，我也经过了各种品牌的筛选。那最后剩下的品牌有2个，一个是 Line X， 还有一个就是我选择的这个 Raptor Liners。那选择 Raptor Liner 是因为 Line X 必须要去店里喷涂。那我给阿德莱德的 Line X 店发了邮件寻求报价，他们给我的报价真的高的离谱。但是 Raptor 呢就可以自己 DIY 的进行安装。然后我看了很多国外的一些博主，他们的自己在家 DIY 喷涂 Raptor 的这个讲解，喷涂的过程也相对比较简单。总结下来就是先把不需要喷的地方贴上，然后打磨，然后清洗，最后喷，然后等着放干就 OK 了。我原本以为最难的步骤应该是喷漆，因为以前也没有做过嘛，只是在 YouTube 上看过。但是实际操作下来，我发现最难的其实是，把不需要喷漆的地方贴上，然后还有打磨这2个步骤。覆盖的时候你真的需要非常的精细，把不需要喷漆的地方贴上，真的超费精力。然后打磨的时候呢，也需要特别的精细，要打磨到每一个细节。那我从最开始蹲在上面打磨，后来我直接坐在下面，真的很累。我一共花了4个小时去粘贴那些masking tape， 然后还有打磨，但是我最后喷漆只用了20分钟。今天的片尾呢，就是 DIY 喷涂的大致过程。你也想 DIY 安装喷涂式床衬的话呢，就请各位继续观看。然后还有不要忘记给我点赞、 评论和订阅。我们下期再见，拜拜。
Amaru, make it fire. Yeah, me no understand why you not here with me. Let me take it over for you, girl. You've been out searching the wrong place. On your mind, only place that I wanna be. You define what true beauty is all the way. So divine, God must took a long time to make you. Yeah, I know that you've been here before. It's different this time. You have me on your side. Follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, c'est la vie, no movie. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, hey. Mind your words when you talking about my baby. I'm out of words every time that she whining for me. For me, eyes only, body in motion, but her eyes on me. Her ex-boyfriend sent the guys on me. Turn around when they saw the 9 on me. Hey, I know that you've been here before. It's different this time. You have me on your side. Follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, c'est la vie, no movie. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, searching, yeah. You've been searching in the wrong place. Girl, you've been searching, yeah. You've been searching in the wrong place, yeah. I know that you've been here before. It's different this time. You have me on your side. Follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, c'est la vie, no movie. I go show you the way. Oh, follow me, follow me. I go show you the way. Oh, I'ma be right here, girl, right next to you. Surfing in the wrong way. You be surfing. You've been searching, yeah. Searching in the wrong place. Yeah. Yeah. Elle veut danser, elle veut bouger, yeah. Never seen it quite like this. She be the hottest in town, coming out the twilight lit, yeah. Let them know who got the crown, girl, who does it like you do. Always keep it hundo when you move. You don't really want it with her crew, yeah. Don't need that drama, she calling your mama, ooh. Who that on the move? Me rolling with the baddest, we can't lose. Party till the morning, how we do. Just had to feel on your body, girl, you so addicted. She got that tsunami. When you there with me, can't be still. Don't you hurt nobody. You be alone if looks can kill. Hey, for danser, for bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, for danser, for bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, for danser, for bouger. Danser, for bouger. Danser, bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Wind up on me now, wind up on me, girl. We on the dance floor, we vibing. We in so deep like we mobbing. You got my temperature rising. No one like you, boo. Always keep it hundo when you move. They don't really want it with our crew. Don't need that drama, she calling your mama. Ooh, who that on the move? Me rolling with the baddest, we can't lose. Party till the morning, how we do. Just had to feel on your body, girl, you so addicted. She got that tsunami. When you there with me, can't be still. Don't you hurt nobody. You be alone if looks can't kill. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Danser, faut bouger. Danser, bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Ce soir avec moi, elle veut danser. Yeah. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Hey, faut danser, faut bouger. Danser, faut bouger. Danser, bouger. Girl, you got the whole town screaming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, even try to. Nobody can match you. Don't you for life. Sexy mind and body. You already got me now. Loving you madly. Girl, you might be matching your body. She no even trying, she got it. I be here beside you, anything I got you. You no play. All you do is shut down the runway. Looking dangerous like a gunplay. They all wanna grab you, on you like a tattoo. Hey, don't you fall like you know even try to. Nobody can match you. Don't you fall like sexy mind and body. You already got me now. Hey, you know like get it. Hey, you know like get it. Body moving, get it. She can do it, get it. Ooh, you're so wild tonight. Waist beats are in motion round our body. When you do it slowly, you take me for a ride, yeah. I go see you through together, baby. You scatter the streets, your vibe is so divine. Don't you fall like you know even try to. Nobody can match you. Don't you fall like sexy mind and body. You already got me now. Hey, you know like get it. Hey, you know like get it. Body moving, get it. She can do it, get it. Oh yeah.
那可能会造成刮伤货箱本身，它通常都由塑胶和橡料